If you've ever run out of space and had your stuff overtake you, then you've probably had no choice but to make a donation or have a rummage sale. Most of us can't afford to buy a bigger house for the sake of storing our stuff, so we have to make the hard decisions about what stays and what goes. And the reason we procrastinate is because we need to make these tough choices. Leviticus 26:10 talks about eating the old grain that's stored up to make way for the new harvest. As practical as this may be, the spiritual implications are important. Think of it like this. When you buy a new loaf of bread, do you throw the old loaf away, even if there's half a loaf left? If you finish the old loaf before you get to the new loaf gets old, doesn't it? Learning about the Lord can be a little the same way if you're not willing to embrace new revelations about God because you're determined to eat old manna from yesterday. And yesterday's manna was good and fresh yesterday, but today it's stale. Maybe you continue to eat the old stuff because you're going through a kind of spiritual famine right now and aren't sure when you'll be getting any new manna. It's like a child who learns something at 5 years old but then is taught a further truth at 7 that enlightens and builds upon that foundation of their knowledge. What the 7-year-old perceived at a younger age seems antiquated by comparison because the older child has the ability to understand because they've matured. Hebrews 5:14 chastens us to mature from the milk of the Word of God to the meat to feed on more solid teachings. Are you ready for a little heavier diet, friend? Are you hungry for deeper truths about God?